Sup, nerds?
Hello.
I did a little too much.
I can't see. Wait.
You're good. Apparently the bottom moves,
Yes.
but then it goes back.
It's because the cord is pulling it back.
Cord is pulling it back.
Yeah. There.
Cord.
It's because it's loose.
Why are you like this?
It's because it's supposed to be adjustable. Everywhere is adjustable.
Discord. It's adjusting at the bottom. We're doing it. We're doing it live.
Can I fix it or make it worse?
I don't know.
Okay. Great. It might.
That was me.
No,
That was me in my arms.
I know. The music. Okay. Did your headphones still work?
They still do.
Okay, great. That's great.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's yes, I magically undid the thing that was supposed to be happening. Push it in more here.
I am currently doing that.
It's been a day. I forgot the books that we're supposed to be reading tonight at work and talking about. So it's a fun Brandon problem. Is it okay?
I don't know. I'm just okay. So Sean, our address and whatever, I've changed that on Facebook 1,600 times. I don't know what to tell you.
It's still wrong?
Well, no, I'm going to check, but then everything went to shit.
So yeah, no, we have changed that, as Danica said, so many times. In fact, we hired people to do it. We know it was proper. We do. Facebook has also in the past reverted our hours to pre-pandemic just for funsies. We know we didn't change it. Back.
Is this on mobile? Because it's fine on the computer.
Yeah, so weirdness.
No, it's not you, Sean, sorry. People keep telling us this is not fixed, and I go and I look at it and it's fixed every single time. They do it for Facebook, they've done it for Google, and I go and I don't know where people are finding these things.
It's the fun of having what do we call it? Weird freaking tech giants who don't give a shit. Just a little bit. Anyway, it's been a fun day. In terms of processing and stuff, it was actually pretty okay. Because our Marvel stuff actually came in properly for the first time in a month. Which is nice. And surprising considering that it was a long weekend, but we kind of figured a few things out and got some things moving in a different direction. It worked out pretty okay. But this week we have small stack. I don't think you can really see it.
I gave those to you to put on the desk because you want them on the desk. You didn't.
I do indeed.
Move them. Okay.
Yeah, I did get it, but it was I was I need to start this, and then I forgot. So
There's only so far I can reach in this room.
exactly. So that's what I was saying. Yeah, we do have cats here.
Yeah, so just so you know, we might need to kick them out halfway through the show. I don't know.
Joy was moving the camera,
Oh, that's great.
and they're fighting a little bit.
That's great. This
But there's
day
not
could
enough
not get
room.
any better. No, and there isn't enough room because we can't freaking settle anything in.
How was your day?
My day was actually good,
Okay.
but I'm wound up now.
I know. I can feel it.
I know. I just don't need I had a good day, and then suddenly there was problem, issue, problem. I know. I need to be the more mature one. I need to calm you down because you had a bad day. And
No. In my head, there was things I could have done to mitigate this, such as doing my job like the actual definition of my job. So I'm not. I was more like, yeah, this guy.
What is
Sorry.
he? What is Max got? I can't see it on the corner.
No, he doesn't have anything. He just, you know how Max likes to open doors? Is open the right word I'm looking for?
Did he close the door on himself? And he's trying to open it now?
And he's pushing at it. He's pushing at the handle, actually.
We are all trapped in this door. This is how we die. This is where we will die.
I love that boy. He's like his dad.
Simple boy. Hey, buddy. He came to find his mom, so I would help him. That's very sweet.
Yes, he did. He did have.
I told Kate about the cotton candy. It was
Yeah.
birthday cake flavored.
It's delicious. It's very sweet. It hurts one of my teeth.
Well, it's like literal sugar to the extreme.
Yeah.
But
And
I wanted you to have freaking birthday cake of some form.
it's good. I had birthday cake in 2 forms.
Yes.
I had the cotton candy. Oh, Joy figured it out.
She always does.
She's out, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna push the door closed. It's so good.
We need a cat cam on these assholes because they're amazing and amusing.
Yeah, I don't think you can see what's happening right now, but they are fighting. She's outside and he's inside, and they're like, "Ba-dun-dun-dun, dun, 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 dun."
Fighting
It's
through
so
the door.
good.
I love it.
It's like, I want to go outside though. She's like, "No, you did this. You stay here."
Stay here with tall man and tall mom. They also are punished for some reason.
They know what they're doing. They're talking to a box. They're talking to fancy box instead of paying attention to Joy. So they could do stay.
That's fair. We had some good lap time though. I was in the middle of the couch. Joy was snuggled into my left thigh. Max snuggled into my right thigh, and everyone was chill for a couple hours. It was very nice.
That's good. They're fighting right now for sure.
Oh yeah, that'll end in like a minute.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, so they're fine.
There's also like a big hole in the side of the shirt.
Oh really? Another. That's fun.
Like a real, I can put like a whole finger through. That's weird. I found out when I was walking by the mirror.
At work.
Oh.
You've had a really good day.
So many of my shirts have holes in them.
Mhm.
Now part of it is my fault because I like holding the cats like babies. And they're like, "No, thank you." They've been a lot nicer to me about that. Not that they have to be, but they
know
have
you-
been.
They know you need hugs.
Yeah. Anyways, definitely the Cat Doctor Who shirt that I got from your dad has a gajillion holes in it because that was when we were moving and we were trying to put Squee in a room and he just ripped the heck out of me. Like I had wounds everywhere.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Squee tried to use him as like a treadmill.
Yeah, it
No
was
good.
just like scars all along me and just holes in my shirt. I'm like, oh, neat. Thank you.
And
He's
now
like,
it's-
you're welcome.
It's an at-home or sleep shirt because it's still fun, but it is not a public shirt.
Yeah. It's too much of this. Anyways, it's not a huge stack, but we're going to get through it.
Yeah. That's fair. Kate, the electrical's tomorrow. So I should mention I'm gonna stay home from work tomorrow because I have to be here. We're getting some electrical work done in the morning, and I guess it'll take a couple hours because it's a big job. So I won't be at work tomorrow. So have fun on Wednesday, guys.
Yeah, I do know that that is disappointing because I'm always disappointed when I can't be around my wife.
Oh God, no, that bitch is horrible. Seriously,
She's really cool.
she's the worst.
I married her.
I don't know why.
Anyways,
Don't answer. Don't answer. Tell me
there's-
about comics.
there's still lots of stuff. In no particular order. because again, stuff happened. We have Tales of Suspense number 57. It's classic. It's old as heck. It's a facsimile edition. Of course, we don't have an actual one, but this is the first appearance of Hawkeye, and he's being used by his paramour, the Black Widow, who definitely looks exactly like she does in these days. Yeah, it's fun because Hawkeye started as a villain, a dude, a good arrow boy, arrow bow boy is what I was looking for. And yeah,
Are you showing me?
definite Russian
Oh, yes.
Natasha.
Oh, that's her shoulder. Okay, I thought that was a terribly... No, I can see it now. Yeah, no, I thought that was a terribly drawn cleavage.
There's
with an
shoulders
angle.
and there is classic cleavage.
Well, it's a clavicle.
Well,
The
but
cleavage is-
that's a cleavage.
No, that's a shoulder. That's here. That's what I'm saying.
No, down here, right there. That's not where the shoulder is.
Yes, she's doing this.
Yeah,
See?
but there's still
No. Okay, I know how women's body parts work.
this black line down here. That's not a shoulder. That right there is not up here.
clavicle, shoulder.
Cleave it
He's so wrong.
down here. That's where the boobies are.
This is
The
a
shadow,
train wreck,
the shadow
train
does
wreck.
not exist there. Uh-huh. If it's a dude, does not exist.
If you have arms, yes, it does.
No. No, it doesn't. Unless you're real big.
All right.
See?
Sounds like you guys are gonna have a fun time at the store tomorrow.
See?
Nope. She's on an angle.
That's a lady. See? That's a lady who commented.
Wow. Whatever.
I don't consider myself an expert because those are not parts that I have.
Oh my god.
All right? That's cleavage. That's cleavage.
Bing, you have missed nothing. It's fine. No, don't go back.
Down at the bottom, that's cleavage. That's what that is. Shoulders exist up here. That's what shoulders are.
Next up, Shazam.
Pow. This was incredible.
I read it. I really enjoyed it.
Josie Campbell, newcomer to the comics industry, more or less, has done a few things before. But with Evan Dockshainer doing the art, he is a very classic style artist. And all of this was absolutely fantastic. If you want a very optimistic, very kind of Peter Parker-y Spider-Man, but female perspective kind of story here, where you're getting like really classic superhero stuff in a very positive way. Shenanigans, hardship, but positivity. Oh my goodness. I needed this to sell out in our place because I think so many of you are going to enjoy it, especially the way that things are these days, especially the way that we converse with each other these days. This is some positivity that's going to really hit. What's up?
Oh no, Joy made a leap and I was really worried about the camera going. Nothing you did.
She's attacking the cords and licking her foot.
Like a good girl, she keeps her feet clean.
Yeah.
I'm actually I found an article about the Shazam comic, so I'm gonna post it on our social media later in the week.
Yeah, and I should say too that for the general place of where things are in the DC universe, Mary Marvel, who has been Mary Marvel, is now truly Shazam, because Billy Batson is hecked off trying to do some weird stuff.
Yeah, and even if you don't know that, well, now you do, it does have enough explanation That's all you need to know is Billy's here. So he's like, here's
Yeah.
my power, sis. And that's it.
So
Damn it.
our boy, truly, I will say that the Shazam stuff happened in Teen Titans Academy, which you may have heard of us talk about once with issue 1. It was not good.
Oh.
In my personal opinion. I know some people who did go through and did enjoy what they were reading. But it was dark, it was weird. Shazam was a big part of it. And there was a little side series with him in it. Also dark, weird. This brings things back to what Shazam kind of functions best as. It's not that the darker stories are necessarily bad. It's that there's ways to fine-tune things. Like an engine of a car, he said. Definitely knowing how to do those things.
Holster those guns, sir.
I can't. It's too dangerous. But yeah, Shazam is really fine-tuned with positivity. And there's a good reason for it. And it's because it's a hopeful character in general.
It's about family.
About family. It's about someone who is trying to be a good force in the world. Literally fighting the 7 sins. Like, that's at the core of it. So, you know, take that with the like, the 7 sins. A little dollop of like whatever pop culture has been in the past. But just know that Shazam has been a force for positivity almost across the board. I don't know if you put it up, but Max.
Yeah, I
from
just
Andrew.
like Max. I didn't just because I saw it so late, but we appreciated it.
Max. It's been a while since he's been on here, but mostly because we've kept the cats out of the rooms when we've been moving stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Sword of Azrael. Sword. You'll notice 2. We're covering both our faces. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm not talking right now.
Yeah. You'll notice 2 things here. One looks like a one shot. One looks like an actual mini series. That's because, bless them, bless their hearts. DC has been using the Batman Urban Legends miniseries to soft launch a few things. You know, like I proposed. I'm very conceited about that. Using Batman to say pilot some smaller stories in the background. And they've been doing it with a series. They've collected those short stories that they did from the Batman Urban Legends in here, so you don't need to miss anything. And that same creative team is doing the Sword of Azrael miniseries here. If you don't know who Azrael is, he used to be Batman for a wee bit when Bane broke his back just a titch. And Azrael is like a whole sort of like kind of religious zealot dude with a flaming sword. Kind of a real dick, honestly. But in this series, he actually calms down quite a bit in terms of reconciling that sort of information with the modern era, basically. What it means to maybe have religious beliefs, but also be a good person. And that interplay is really integral to both of these stories. This one is a self-contained thing that you really don't need to inform this at all. I like them both together because they are actually very separate, but it really does focus on Dan Waters, and I'm never going to get this name proper, the artist's name. I can't even open this properly. Look at that. Nicola Ciezmizja.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
CIZMESIJA. J-A with the kind of Russian V's over the C and the Z and the S.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce
It's
that.
not happening for me today. But absolutely well done. Reconciling sort of the in a very different way than say like Second Coming, where Mark Russell and Richard Pace bring back Jesus to reconcile with the superhero genre. It really does take on kind of religion and vigilantism, mixes them together in this modern context. They did a great job. Speaking as someone who's a recovering Christian. We've got. It's no indies. Otherwise, I'd be giving some stuff from you to you. There are some indies, I guess. Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'll get you to do some lookups. These three get Dones. There's one more, but that one's more of a Brandon. Edge of Spider-Verse. Is there a Spider-Verse movie coming out? Absolutely. Did they time this to come out with the Spider-Verse movie? Absolutely. Did they delay the Spider-Verse movie? Absolutely. However, this is still a lot of fun. It is actually sort of a long prequel to Dan Slott coming back to the Spider-Mans. He is a Haraway from being the longest tenured Spider-Man writer. He is the longest tenured Spider-Man writer on Amazing Spider-Man. But Bendis beat him just by a little sketch, doing his Ultimate Spider-Mans. Now, this is not why he came back. He came back because truly, I think, personally, Spider-Man is Dan Slott's greatest strength. Those stories are absolutely phenomenal. I know a lot of people got tired of him, and that's it. That might be because he wrote 4 parts of Spider-Man 600. No, he wrote all of 600, 700, and 800. Not all of 800 or 600, but the main story in it. That's a long time. That's a long time. And he was part of the writing team before 600. So he set some stuff up. He paid some stuff off. He wrote Spider-Man for about a decade, a little over. And he's going to be back. Anyways, he's doing some Spider-Verse stuff. There's some stuff in here that continues on. It features a lot of Spider-Verse style characters like the Anya Corazon, I believe Corazon, Spider-Girl. Anyways, Aranya, who was created around. So I have a complicated history with that character. This one right here. Because they were actually going to have her take over the Spider-Girl title, and that was my character. It didn't work. They moved her into her own title. Spider-Girl, my Spider-Girl, ended up going 100 issues. I will truly tell you, not all of them are good. Very few of them are good. It means so much to me, though. I love that series, and this character really made me cranky. But when she did eventually become Spider-Girl, I really liked it. She is actually back to being Aranya in this. Of Hispanic descent, was co-created by Fiona Avery and Mark Brooks. Mark Brooks you might know from all them sweet covers that you like from a lot of X-Men stuff these days. He's very much a cover artist, but they pulled him for this back in the day to really add some oomph. Anyways, she is a through line character for this, and they've got this leading straight into a adjectiveless Spider-Man series with Daniel Slott and Mark Bagley, who's been doing Spider-Man stuff since, I want to say the late 80s, but definitely early 90s, and did all of the longest Marvel run of all time with Bendis on Ultimate Spider-Man. You looking at our little girl causing a heck?
Yeah, she's thinking of causing a hack.
Yeah.
She's on the top of the cat tower and she's like, oh, no, I'm not doing anything. What are you talking about? I'm jumping down. It's
I'm
fine.
jumping down.
Look how cute I am. Flop.
Y'all can talk about a thing. I'll hold it up.
Okay.
I've been talking about so many things.
That's okay. It's superheroes. It's like your thing.
It is actually. That's kind of how we roll.
The Vineyard is a family-owned winery that sows and reaps by the blessing of the great god and wine of wine and revelry, Dionysus. However, the Vines family's patron god requires complete devotion in the form of 4 sacrificial killings a year before each harvest.
Devotion.
Like you do. Yep.
It's the closest thing I had to something like that.
This has been done in unfettered obeisance. I don't, whatever. They obey.
Obeisance?
Obeisance?
Obedience, it should be, I think.
Well, I don't know. It's like the $4 version of it.
Yeah.
But all of that changed when the family's patriarch, Vines, was in a horrible accident that left him paralyzed and in a wheelchair. Now, the sacrificial and murderous duties of the Vines family have fallen to wife and matriarch Maranatha Vines. Okay, what is... Never mind. With harvest season fast approaching and the family short on their annual sacrificial killings, Maranatha struggle with her conscience, puts all of her family, husband, son, and daughter in jeopardy.
I'd be more upset with how fancy this sounds if it wasn't Sammy Cavella doing the art.
I do like Cavella.
They're outstanding. Anything they touch is outstanding.
Well, Brian Hawkins did Black Cotton. I don't know the other two, though. Do you know the other two?
I believe those would be movies, maybe, or TV shows. He definitely closed the door. Definitely closed the door from in full. We are locked in here. We are trapped. The family is trapped.
This is how we die.
But yeah, beautiful canvas. Whoa, absolutely outstanding. Heathens. Abbott. Oh my God, Abbott. It's so good. And my favorite one with the cowboy stuff that I can't remember. Thanks, Brandon.
Okay, which cowboy stuff? That's very vague.
It was Aftershock. It was 2 series.
Was it Call
Undone by
Blood?
Blood.
Oh yeah, it was right here. I could have said it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
It was good. It was phenomenal. They got a couple series out of it. It is if you like Criminal but want more of like the pulp twang that they added to it, do it. That's what it is. It's like essentially like a couple more volumes of pulp. Except without being like, hey, did you know that the US was kind of into Nazis before, they weren't during World War II?
Was.
Yeah.
Just saying. Past tense.
Yeah. I guess were and are.
All right. Whoa.
It's the boy.
Yeah, we knew this was gonna happen. All right.
Come here. Do you want to be a scarf?
Oh no. That's how you die. Eeps. Oh, it's gonna be sharp. He's full of sharps.
Only Jim stands that for a little bit.
He doesn't like anyone touching his belly.
No, he does not.
No.
Cat used to hang out on my neck.
Yeah.
You folks don't know Cat. Cat is before any of even the store happened. But she was great. Also, my sister's cat Hope, who would climb from the floor all the way up to sit on my neck. I like neck cats. It's one that we don't have now. We have a variety of cats. A couple of them are lab cats. One of them's a chest cat. Joy is a very specifically for Danica Bella cat. But yeah, good times.
Next up is Survival Street.
After an unbridled wave of corporations take over America, the country is left completely deregulated and effectively carved up into feudal states where billionaires and businesses make their own laws.
LOL. Like that would ever happen.
Among the wreckage, mass privatization shuts down public broadcasting, forcing all the beloved edutainers out on the down and dirty streets. One group of them stick together, determined to keep helping kids across the country and do it by becoming an A-team-esque band of mercenaries fighting for and educating kids in the crumbling corporate war zone of New Best America.
So this is basically post-normal Sesame Street.
I'm actually shocked this isn't written by Mark Russell. It's written by James Asmus.
I love James Asmus. He hasn't done like a lot of comics for a long time.
He
but
did
he's been-
the Transformers My Little Pony crossover, which sold heckin' well.
He definitely did.
That stuff's good. Even if you don't like either of those, it is fun.
When Valiant first started, he was on Quantum and Woody. He did a fantastic job on that. Before that, he would do some other stuff. Yeah, very, very funny dude. Very incisive. I highly, highly recommend checking in on this. My goodness. I didn't read as much into this as I should have. This is going to be a first read for me tonight. I miss James Asmus. He's real good. All right.
Okay.
We also have the next section of Demon Days. It's called Demon Wars. It's like Civil War style. The Peach Momoko quarterly offerings continues here with the Iron Samurai. You know what you're getting with this. And if you don't, it is a very Japanese reimagining of the Marvel Universe by Japanese creator. Zach Davidson does the translations because he is very good at this kind of thing. And Peach Momoko does all of everything because she is absolutely outstanding. And yeah, you get sort of like all the meats, all like full on Arby's, baby, all the meats.
We have the meats.
In this. And yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. If you haven't read it before, highly suggest grabbing some collected edition, which they have in a big old treasury size. Very nice. Will be available in regular size soon enough. And if not, you can definitely download the Marvel Unlimited app, which would comic stores tell you to download digital things? We will, because experiencing things is part of how you get to love them. And yeah, some of us don't got all the money. So if you want to get the Marvel Unlimited app, a completely legal way of doing all the stuffs, that's a good way to do it. I heard a clonk. I don't know what happened.
I think it was just Max because he's a big boy.
This big boy here, drop down.
Yeah.
You shut the door. This is on you.
He's just looking at everyone but himself. My dude, not every door is a push door.
I closed it. I closed it real good though.
I'll let them out.
I'll talk about the last one that I have here, and then we can get to that one, and then the trades. Bam, bam, ba-dum. Xenozoic Tales is in, by the way, Austin. I think we forgot to mention it to you, but it is.
Yeah, and we've got another special order next to it. I don't remember what it was.
Sweet. And yes, Sesame Street meets The Purge, baby.
Whew.
We've got Hawk the Slayer. Did Diamond send us number 2 before number 1? Absolutely they did. Is this still good? Absolutely it is. It's Garth Ennis and Henry Flint. Garth Ennis is Garth Ennis. You know that doink. And Henry Flint is one of the best UK artists that hasn't really latched on here. He did an absolutely outstanding miniseries over here for folks who would probably know. For Vertigo called Haunted Tank. I forget the writer, but he did the art, and it was the Haunted Tank was basically about in the past an old-timey dude and a ghost tank, both ghosts, who would help out his ancestors, or sorry, not his ancestors,
Descendants.
his descendants. And he ends up in a war with a black man. Has some problems with it because he was from the South and he was in the series originally. Anyways, good series. Henry Flint ended up drawing that. That's his big American thing. He has done things like, Andrew, I see you right here. Zombo, baby. With Al Ewing, one of the truly most bonkers commentaries on modern society that you can get with just like I can't even begin to explain it, especially when it ends with like Shadow President Jason Van Satan trying to save the world, who is also evil, from a Walt Disney frozen head dude who is piloting the moon and towards the Earth to destroy it. You know, like the world works. Anyways, you basically have your like more Conan style stuff with a Garth Ennis sensibility and a Zombo-esque art style. What could go wrong? It's just shenanigans. You're welcome, world.
Okay, so one, yes, Aquaman 2 is out. We're going to talk about it. Two, I did remember the other book for your Austin. It's that Zatanna book that's like was supposed to come out like 6 months late, and they delayed it 3 times. So I have it for you at the store. Yeah, so fun times. All right, talk to me about Aquaman, and then I'll talk about Els, because I actually read this last night.
Yes, Aquaman. It's basically sort of like a wild depths horror story, basically. Absolutely creepy. Ram V and Christian Ward are telling the Aquaman story of the decade for sure. And in a super crass way. Well, outside of the super crass way, this book is good. I love it. I adore it. It hits all the tones that it needs to. If you're looking for something creeping in the back of your brain, if you're looking for something that's going to really get deep inside you, but with just a light touch of superheroes, you're going to want this book because it's so good. And yeah, Ram V and Christian Ward are absolutely killing it. The super crass part of it is far outselling any Aquaman thing that we've ever had in store, ever by at least 500 times.
It's because it's not an Aquaman story that's scary. It's a horror story that happens to have Aquaman.
I guess I shouldn't say 500 times. I should say 500%.
No, I know.
That's very different.
Everyone knows you're exaggerating, and it's okay.
Like 500 times would be like, hey, we need to sell 2,500 of these.
I mean,
Aquaman.
One day. No. All right, let's do this. No. To be fair to you, you ordered the Zatanna book like last year, so you did expect it earlier, but shipping delays, paper shortages, etc.
I don't know if this went up, but Zombo.
But it doesn't matter.
I needed to chant with Andrew.
Okay. Elle is just another teenage girl, most of the time. Bubbly and good-natured, she wastes no time making friends on her first day at her new school. But Elle has a secret. She hasn't come alone. She's brought with her a colorful mix of personalities, which come out when she least expects it. Who is Elle, really? And will her new friends stand by her when they find out the truth?
Metaphors.
I am very excited for this one.
Teen metaphor. Also, the art is absolutely phenomenal. For this specific genre, like it's
I
just
like
kind
that
of
kind of art. Yeah.
Ah.
Ooh, double page spread.
Eh,
I think that might be my first read tonight. Ouch, that was my elbow.
makes sense.
All right. And everyone, this is the book that Danica will never read, but I will sell it to you.
Is it because
Yeah.
giant spoilers?
There's a lot of spoilers in it.
This is freaking outstanding. Speaking of, Garth Hennessy calls this splendidly savage. I believe he is Irish. So do that with that accent. Rob Williams, not that Rob Williams, says nasty gold. He is a definitely a staple of 2000 AD. And Victor Lavallee, the dude what writes them novels, says lushly profane.
I like those two words put together. That's very cool.
I
still will never read this book.
I love all of those sort of like very quick, like pow pow pow. Cy Spurrier, baby.
I do like Spurrier, but he's written like at least 2 titles with spiders in them, and I'm like, you know what? No, not going there, buddy.
Oh yeah, the one that had like the spiders in the mouth.
That was nasty.
In the mouth.
That was Weavers.
Weavers.
Yeah. No,
It's a good book.
I'm sure it is. I think that everyone can appreciate that this is not a review of the quality of the book. This is
No.
simply a review of the I want to sleep at night and don't want
So-
weird nightmares.
Yeah, there's this echelon of books. Included in it is
Ice Cream Man.
Ice Cream
That was
Man
like page 2.
and that one colonialism-ish one.
Wait, not Manifest Destiny.
That's the one.
I've been actually thinking of retrying it because it's still going,
Yeah,
but it didn't have spiders. It was too
it's
scary.
It's ending
for me.
soon. It was too scary.
Yeah.
And so this is part and parcel, I believe, because you did get a fair ways through before the monster creature showed up, and it's this constant state of dread that you end up being in. It is also a Canadian horror story, or
Oh, yeah.
set in Canada.
Like, I'm good with dread, but not when it's creepy crawly dread.
Nathan Gooden does the Ort, who is a fantastic artist. The Rush, also known as This Hungry Earth, reddens under snow-clad hills. That's called
Read the back.
a shenanigan. I don't know what it's called. 1899 Yukon Territory, a frozen frontier bloodied and bruised by the last great gold rush. But in the lawless wastes to the north, something whispers in the hindbrains of men, drawing them to a blighted valley, where giant spider tracks mark the snow and impossible guns roar in the night. To Brookhoof, where gold and blood are mined alike. Now, stumbling towards its haunted forests, comes a woman gripped not by greed, but the snarling rage of a mother in search of her child. Extremely creepy, outstandingly done. Cy Spurrier is a great world builder. He also does this thing that I like that very few writers do with words spoken aloud and spoken in somewhat internally, where you're kind of like muttering them or whispering them, and directs the letters to be bigger or smaller. I love that about all of his work, and he does it constantly, and I think it should be a wider thing. It adds so much to the richness of the worlds that he builds, and this is creepy and phenomenal. I just, it's in my bones.
It's horrifying. So if you're like me and you do want a good spooky northern dread story, but you're like F spiders, I'd recommend another vault title called Black Stars Above. It is a 1 volume.
Ooh.
It is brilliant.
Also Canadian,
Yes.
and actually Canadian.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think it's amazing. So I would recommend whether or not you're arachnophobic, either separately or together as paired, they would be phenomenal together.
I'll pop this over to you because I think this one's definitely more of a Brandon.
What? You don't want me to talk about Batman?
Batman's.
Because I'm full of bat slander.
I am the knight.
All right, so this is really cool. So they released the volume 1 and volume 2 within about 2 weeks of each other, I think.
Yeah, they're repurposing some older things that they had published in a more digestible format.
Ah, here we are. Okay, so this is Curse of the Chosen. Volume 1 is A Matter of Life and Death and a Game Without Rules. And Volume 2 is The Will That Shapes the World. All right. Okay. A shadow has fallen across the kingdom. With the death of their ruler, 50 people have been summoned to the castle, including young Io, daughter of the Kite Lord. The Chosen must undertake the task set by a sorceress of unimaginable power, all to find out who will inherit the throne. But the sorceress has other plans for the chosen few, and it will take all young Io's courage to defeat the evil lurking around every corner. Can she trust anyone within the castle walls, or is it every soul for themselves? So, this is the first 2 books of the trilogy, and then volume 2 is the 3rd book of the trilogy. So, as Brandon said, it's been repurposed.
Thick boys.
So, literally, if you just buy these 2 books, you have an entire trilogy and it's complete.
You got the big chunk.
Yeah.
You got that big chunk. Right here. All right, finally, we have Batman, Earth 1, the complete big boy volume, as they call them in polite society. It is by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, the folks who do Geiger right now, and will soon be doing Junkyard Joe, and did Doomsday Clock, beep boop boop beep boop boop, and other stuff. Bruce Wayne battles the toxicity of Gotham City and his own family history as he forges a path for himself as Batman. Up against the horrors of his home and villains like the Riddler, Two-Face, Batman's journey is more dangerous than ever before. What I really liked about this is it does traditional Batman stuff, where it did in the first volume, where he's like, I'm the knight, I'm gonna do this thing, and he like leaps onto a fire escape thing. It falls and he completely biffs it really hard. And I'm like, yeah, because it is supposed to be sort of like, I'm starting out, I'm doing these things, and it's not like, yeah, I did it and I'm the best. What? It's like, man, I did it, I think I'm so cool. It's so good, but it's still like very serious.
Nice. Okay, so I think we're out of books. I definitely forgot the magic mirror. It's in the living room.
I'm gonna grab it. It's on our wall, like hung up. It's really cool.
Yeah, and when we have the proper studio, it'll be in arm's reach of the camera.
But we are going to have to rip out these floors.
Ugh, I can't wait. They're causing more trouble than they're worth. Like we knew from minute 1 that we were going to change the carpets. We were going to take them out. So I haven't really settled any furniture down. So it's kind of annoying. Everything's up in the air, and I'm trying to not unpack things, which is really aggravating. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'll feel better when we can actually unpack all our books, because this is sad to me. This is really sad to me. Now, this isn't keeping here either. We're probably gonna move this one around, but we'll have a better kind of like background for wherever the camera is pointing from now on. Wait, I say from now on. Retract the statement, from after the carpet is taken out and we have new flooring in. Anyway, yeah. So
or somewhat potentially when we just like potentially buy like a weird green screen background.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, might need it for the future.
Talking to your mic.
The future.
There he is.
We're gonna do the thing, and it's gonna be fine.
You're being really annoying.
It is my way after a weird day.
Yep. All right.
Well, a weird brain day, anyways.
Yeah, no, that's fair. You ready? Did you scroll?
Nope. Not.
Ooh.
It's really hard doing it like this because all of the information's over here.
Yeah. We'll also think of that when we set up a studio. There'll be a bigger table.
Yeah, we're basically going to be coming up with solutions. This green boy might have to figure out a home. Maybe. We'll see. All right.
Thank you, Robin.
This is the part of the night where we look out and we see all your happy faces. Anyone who's commented, we say hi. We see you. We thank you for being here. And maybe we'll see you in the store soon. That'd be cool. But for now, oh, look. Yeah. Oh, look at you. Awesome. Thank you. I am seeing variant edition. What? Oh, yeah. Because I was late.
I had to tell everyone we were late.
It's true. I see.
That was me. See me.
I see
Hi.
it. Danica. Oh, look. Wow.
Hi.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. I see Austin. Hi, Austin. I see Sean. I see Kate.
Happy birthday tomorrow, Sean.
Sean Z.
Yeah, it's your almost birthday buddies.
We're almost birthday buddies. I see the one and only Foley. And you too can see him in store on Wednesdays to Saturdays during our store hours, except for the last half hour on Wednesday to Friday. Because we try not to do wage theft as best as possible. I see Bing. Hello. Do. And I see Robin. And I see Ben.
Did you see Aaron? Did I miss Aaron?
I might have missed Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. Oh, there. Yeah, right there. Awesome. Very cool. You know, Aaron, Nova hasn't shown up in a hot second. And by hot second, I mean like probably about 4 years. I haven't seen Nova in a long time.
I see the young one in some teams, but I think that was like 2 years ago. Champions.
Well, and even then, yeah, like it's been so long. This Champions has been done for 2-3 years.
I know. We need more champions.
We need more champions. We need more Nova. Nova's good in general. A lot of the folks really like the classic stuff, which I never really got into myself because I was not alive in some parts. But the Dan Abbott, Andy Lanning stuff that pulled out of Annihilation had me going back to it. I experienced a lot of it. It's good, solid stuff. And I can understand how that character kind of hits, especially when you're the age that they are, that they're trying to figure things out. It's like how I love Runaways so much, or Spider-Girl. Like the Spider-Girl stories especially are not that great. And Runaways has some problematic language. But they're a part of my growth. They grew up with me. They figured things out. And Nova's definitely one of those characters. Darkhawk's one of those characters where like there's this time where it just gets inside you and you just grow with these characters. And I always get cranky when new characters come up and people are like, ugh, why are you even trying this? And it's because like there needs to be these new characters to grow up with. There needs to be the new Nova. There needs to be the new Runaways. It's Ms. Marvel. It's Moon Girl.
Yeah, it's because every day someone is reading their first comic.
Yeah.
And no matter what age they are, and it's their first comic, they have to grow up with the character.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of has their first.
Exactly. And they grow and they learn to love this style of storytelling, even outside of the stories that they're immediately experiencing, and it's important. So anyone out there who's a ding dong, you know our feelings on ding dongs. Don't be a ding dong. That's rule number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, also we should mention LOL.
Lots of love.
It is August 2022. The youths, the babies, are allowed to be vaccinated now. I'm so happy about that.
Yes, we are so thankful, so grateful for all our parent friends.
Mm-hmm. One of our internal rules, thoughts, was we were not going to lift the mask mandate until kids could be properly vaccinated. This is something that is happening now in Alberta. So we do still suggest, encourage that folks mask when they come in. We will still be providing masks when people come in. If you are sneezing, if you are coughing, we will make you wear a mask.
Yeah, because if you're coming in with symptoms of any kind, don't even give us a cold. Like, it's not even COVID anymore.
don't want a cold.
Don't come in with sickness. We have in-city delivery. We have mail order. Like, there's ways around it.
We have an online store. You can get all the graphic novels you need. Not so much the single issues, but I mean,
Just email us for those.
yeah, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
That's happening. Not mandatory, but highly suggested. I do encourage anybody who does forget a mask, or does not have one on handy, due to whatever reason, to please use one of our complimentary masks to help everybody stay safe. Because we're still in the thick of these things right now. The water testing tells us some remarkable things
Mm-hmm.
that Alberta doesn't necessarily want you to know. So,
Yeah.
yeah, let's all try and take care of each other. I know we can still just do the hard stance and etc. Part of me wants to, honestly, part of me is also just like, it's a lot of emotional effort. We've been spending a lot of it.
Mm.
I know.
Do you want me to say it?
Do it.
It's nice that you have the choice to stop giving emotional labor.
Yes. Yes.
That's a huge amount of privilege.
Not used to it.
Anyway, yeah, so please know that we will support your choices, whatever you feel now. Of course, unless you come in with symptoms. Like,
Yeah.
we work retail. We see dozens of people each day. And even before COVID, it was kind of gross to see that many people in a day. Even the ones we like.
Yeah, one especially like when there is sickness, you know. Like, this is especially like you see it in Japanese wrestling dating back decades. People in the audience wearing masks is part of the culture, because if you personally feel sick, it is a courtesy, because it at the very least kind of puts up a range that's a lot closer, and that's huge. So I want you all to know that. I want you all to know that we are a bit nervous. We will still be wearing masks personally ourselves. Everyone's allowed to do as they do, but please respect ourselves, and if we would like to maintain a distance from people who are not masked. The world has changed, and this is not going away. And we're not sure what's happening next. There's monkeypox stuff, which is actually more of a close contact, not airborne thing.
It's a skin to skin, but I mean, people touch each other all the time. So it's we're humans.
There's things happening, and with certain attitudes out there, they're not going to go away. That's how it is now, unfortunately. And so yeah, just be chill, be cool, maybe a little bit. That would be wonderful. Thank you all for watching. Oh my goodness, a little sleepy.
We're gonna get some food in you, and we're gonna read some comics.
Indeed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. we'll talk to you all again soon, and we will see you very soon in store.
Yes, and I will see everyone on Thursday. Bye.
Bye.